Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I could not think of a better opportunity to talk about this. And what we're talking about is the old gaming versus the new gaming. Because EA Skate 1 was made by EA, and so is the new Skate. Skate 2, Skate 3, all good games, right? Now, why in 2025 is Skate 4, or the new just Skate, an issue? Well, it's because this is solid, hard evidence of how downhill the gaming industry has gone in caring about the player experience with single player story mode, career progression, and things like that. A Skate game, in my opinion, and this goes right back down to Skate 1, should be based off of a core story that allows you to unlock things in-game in your single-player mode, such as what they've done before, where the whole object of your game is to complete the story, beat the street challenges, beat the spot challenges, beat all the story challenges, do the death races, build a brand for your company, build your board, build your whole entire brand and company, and complete the game and earn all of these credits and all these points towards being the best company around. You had to do photo shoots for magazines. I don't know if you guys remember those, but you had to actually do photo shoots for magazines. You did a grind to do a flip off a ledge or whatever, or a gap, and it would give you either a video clip that it would play that you didn't get to choose how it looked, or you got to pick one specific photo for the magazine from a bunch of different lines from that same clip that you took. You could stop it at any point and pick the photo that you wanted. You could zoom in and out, and you would see your skater featured on the magazines and all that stuff, right? So Skate, in its core game, has always been amazing for the single player experience, like top-notch skateboarding experience. It's the most any skater could ask for out of a skate game, is having a whole story where you start as nobody and you start getting sponsored, you get photos on magazines, you build your deck, you build your company, you build your brand, and the whole game is based around that. Skate has never been a realistic physics simulator. You guys remember how in Skate 1, all you had to do to land any drop was to grab the side of the board before you hit the ground and you could land from any height? You know what I'm saying? You remember Skate 2, how we started discovering the speed glitches and everything, and then we had crazy death races where you're tobogganing downhill on your board, lying down on it, ripping 100 miles an hour down hills? Remember how we could access parks that were locked by finding a way to speed boost and then getting a crazy, insane, unrealistic gap into the park that was locked? And we could play in the parks that were locked before they were unlocked in the game in our career mode because we found a way around it. You remember in Skate 3? Of course you do, because everybody's played Skate 3. We don't even need to talk about that. All of these experiences that we've had with all of the unlockable content and the building the brand and unlocking parks and having something to work towards is all thrown out the window with the new Skate. The new Skate game, from the skateboarding perspective, massive lobbies with lots of people, interactive interactive objects that we can put down that other people can use with us in the same lobby, lines of 15 people together, whatever it might be. The sandbox arcade skateboarding game is still there at its core with being arcadey, non-realistic, and fun. So people are sitting here saying, oh, Skate 4 is not a realistic game, the graphics aren't good, oh, blah, 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 you know. Well, I'm sorry, it's not Session, it's not XL, it was always an arcade skate game. It just happened to have the best graphics for a skateboarding game for its time. As time's gone on, they didn't improve the graphics an insane amount, and people aren't happy with it. But you know what else would happen? If they made a free game and everybody had access to it and it had killer graphics, there's going to be a bunch of complaints about optimization and performance, and this game doesn't run well. Oh, but you wanted it to look better, so now you got to buy a new PC to play it. Well, now it's not a free game anymore, is it, right? So there's that to look into too. They're making a free game that doesn't have insane graphics, that's accessible to everybody, that has massive lobbies where you can put down objects and interact with other players and ride together and do all sorts of things on the objects you put down. So Skate, from a gameplay only perspective online with your friends, should technically be better than it ever was. It should technically be the ultimate arcade skateboarding game. The most arcade sandbox skateboarding game that we can play. You understand what I'm saying? Even though Skate 2, you know, you look at a couple pictures online and you go, oh yeah, it had some pretty good graphics for its time and everything, right? You look at Skate 3 and you start looking at the graphics. In my opinion, Skate 1 and Skate 2 still carried a more realistic perspective on the graphics. Understand what I'm saying? Skate 1 was like a really washed out camera style game. Skate 2 had better lighting and everything everywhere, and it was just a nice game. Skate 3 had that really saturated kind of cartoony look every single place that you went, and it added a lot more color to the game, and it took a lot of that gritty edge out of the picture quality of the color, right? So that's just my opinion. Everybody's eyes are different. Everybody sees a different thing. You know what I mean? Everybody has little tweaks with their eyes. Some people are colorblind. Some people have stigmatism. Some people have a higher prescription than others. Some people's monitors are different, so they're not seeing the same color that you're seeing on your monitor. There's a million different reasons why things might not look the same for me as they would for you. But when you really start to look at the photos of the graphics and everything, and then you look at Skate 2025 or whatever it's going to be called, you can see that it's very similar to Skate 3. It's just on the more cartoony side. It's on that more optimized for everybody experience side. It's not on the ray tracing, post-processing, realistic side of things. It's on your simple cartoony side of things, and everybody's going to be able to play it. So I don't know why everybody's so upset with having this new Skate game not be realistic, because it never was. I don't know why they're upset with it looking kind of cartoony, because it always has. And I don't know why people are upset about having a lobby with a lot of people where you can interact with objects that you guys all put down together and skate together in such a large group and go around and explore together, because that was never a thing, right? So there are good things about this game that are going to be awesome, but as a genuine Skate veteran from the very first game on my 360 when I was a kid, and my parents got it for me for Christmas, till now, it's just one of those things. It just shows you how bad the gaming industry has gotten, because you can see this company with this specific game has had the same game over and over and over again with different graphics, new tricks, new things added, updates, things changed in the game, and now they're going a complete different route. It's like when Brian and Vin Diesel both take off in the movie at the end and that song comes on. It's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how this feels. It feels like Skate 1, 2, and 3 are turning so far away from the new Skate that we're never going to see them cross paths again. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, I'll see you again. That song comes into my mind, and that scene from Fast and Furious, because it's just they're going so far apart from each other when really they could have been so tight with each other. So at the end of the day, the career mode experience is mostly why I play the game. So I'm barely going to play Skate. And I don't care for the free game with the loot boxes. I'd rather pay to have that single player experience and unlock things in the game and buy what I want in the game with my currency I earn in the game, and really just have a normal game rather than go this way with what they're doing. So I hope you guys can take this into perspective and understand that it is still going to be a good game for the gameplay with your friends online and doing the things that you can do together. but everything else about the game, right down to unlocking clothing through loot boxes and stuff on chance, like the good branded stuff that you want to unlock is behind loot boxes and it's by a chance. That is some BS. And it really shows you how EA's gone from making really good, fully done games that work online, optional, offline, single player, full career, into free game microtransaction, free game microtransaction, free game microtransaction. And this is EA, guys. Don't kid yourself. This is going to cost people way more money than we think right now. There are going to be people that have invested hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars into this game. I promise you that's going to happen, and EA would rather have a free game that everybody can access and spend money on than have a paid game that the people who can't afford it just don't buy it, while the rest of us buy the game and the other people get the game gifted, or they end up getting it eventually and they're still excited for it. That's all done with here, bro. It's the free game microtransaction world that we live in today, and it's sad to see one of the best series games coming to what I would consider an end rather than a new beginning. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.